Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here with more Let's Play Shining Force 3, Scenario 1. Alright, so there's a lot of items that I missed. I'm going to tell you where a couple of them are. I'm going to show you where the rest of them are on the screen before I start talking about what it is I've done in between the last episode and this one. If you search here, there's a potion. I've already got it. There's two items in the castle that I missed. One in the room with the scholarly looking guys. There's a table. Search that table for a piece of large mithril, and in the room where you find the phoenix sword, search the barrels and you will find a potion. There are lots of potions to be had here. Other than that, there is one item down here in particular that I want to go after. Believe it's down here. Yes. And you just have to... I was down here once before and I didn't find anything. The rest of the items in this town are mithril, either two large pieces or two small pieces. I'm not entirely sure where they all are. One might be in here actually. And then also it's not entirely sure versus the items that I got beforehand. Yeah, there's one in here that I missed. And there's... get away from her, 'cause she's blocking my path. There's one in the accessory shop, which I may have already gotten. I think I have. Nope. And then there's one other one that I'm entirely not sure of where it is. It's in a barrel, but it's not entirely sure which house it's in. It is a habited house. There's a person in there that you can talk to. I don't want to spend too much time looking for it, though, because I've got a bunch of stuff to talk about as far as what I've done. It's here. Alright. Now I should have found everything. Alright, so this town has your first blacksmith, and so I'm going to spend a minute to talk about that. We haven't made an item for Symbios because, honestly, the Phoenix Sword is the second best sword in the game for him. As far as regular swords go, because he is better off with swords than blades or rapiers. This is really it, and since you don't get a good selection of blades or rapiers in this game, this is the penultimate for him. It allows him to summon Phoenix, and it is statistically 1 point attack lower than his final sword, so we don't need to make him a sword at all. Danteres, I made him the Arc Halberd. As you can see, I didn't make a power spear. I only had enough to make some weapons. As you can see in my stats, I was kind of running out of money. Then I sold a couple of things, and I've got enough to make another item. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna grind for a long time. So this fight that's coming up that I'm going to show you in this part, I'm going to do that fight over and over and over again. Because I've got more than enough mithril to make everyone something. Mascarin, I'm not going to make Mascarin an item at all because, honestly, a lot of the wands and rods and ankhs that you can find are better than the mithril craftable ones. So, she's probably not going to get anything. Danteres, like I said, got the Arc Halberd. You can use it for Spark level 3, and it provides the special attack of Lightning. That's just really badass. Granted, his Spark will be kind of weak because he has next to no magic capabilities whatsoever. And the items do take that into account, but it does make him a little more versatile at doing damage to a cluster of people as opposed to just one-shotting one particular enemy. Hayward, I made the Dragon Bow. And this is actually not the best bow in the game, but it's the bow that I'm going to prefer to use. because its special attack Dragon Snipe adds a paralyze ability, whereas the strongest one adds Dispel. So it's great for silencing monks or magic users of any type, but honestly, if Hayward uses his special, he's going to one-shot them anyway. So I went with the special that I can use against things that Hayward may not be able to one-shot, and paralyze rather than silence. It also adds a defense bonus of 5. The ultimate bow adds one of 7. Or at least the ultimate that you can get in this scenario. Obright, I didn't make anything for. His best item is an item that you can find. I may craft him one once we have the money. So, Irene, I didn't craft anything for because her one of her better weapons she will find in this next battle, and I'll show you where to get that. Sybil, an arc halberd as well. One thing that I should mention: the best item that you can find, the best weapon that Dantares really can get is a lance, and he can make a lance called the Dragon Lance, which is very useful up until his ultimate lance, which is I remember its Japanese name was Gungnir. It's the Odin's lance. You see it in Final Fantasy VII as well. But the Dragon Lance is his best mithril weapon that I obviously did not make. Didn't make a wing for Eldar because I thought her best wing was in the next fight, but it's actually several fights from now, so I may make her something later. I made the Mist Cestus for Khan, and really it's a crapshoot what Cestus you get. He's got the Mist and the Wire Cestus, which are both kind of interchangeable as far as stats. This one adds to his agility, and it gives him the special Buddha Fist. I went with this one for the agility. The Wire Cestus does do a little bit more damage, but honestly you're splitting hairs at that point. Noon, I didn't make anything for. There is a rod called the Sleepy Rod. I may try to make that one just to give Mascarin a sleep ability, because that will be very useful in a very specific battle. Horst, I didn't make anything for because the Revenge Mace is actually a mithril craftable weapon. So there's actually a chance if you make a mace for Horst, that will pop up. So if you've already got it, it's not worth it. His best item is actually a findable item, so I'm not going to worry about that. I also have more than enough items, more than enough mithril to make items for everyone in my group, including my reserve force. So, like I said, we're going to be doing some grinding, and we're going to be coming back here a lot and doing this fight. I'm going to start this fight in this video, and then I'm going to do this fight many times off screen. I'm also probably going to take this opportunity to power level some of my reserve group, because look at this fight. You've got 9 masked monks, one of them a caster, 2 lizard men, and that's not even counting the bad guys that are going to spawn in this fight. Their goal is to prevent us from getting to lookover. It doesn't matter how long it takes us to get over to lookover. Palsis will be fine. So take this opportunity to grind. That's what this is for, because the next blacksmith is not until the last town of the game. So, yeah. There's a wyvern that I believe appears there. There's a treasure chest there that has Irene's item in it. And if you search that little spot there, one little outcropping of water that looks fairly phallic, you find a small mithril. So, yeah. We're going to start this fight off with a bang. We're going to support everyone. This fight really is useless. It's just all the fodder we've been dealing with before. Mass monks, bloodborns, wyverns. The lizardmen are new. I should go ahead and show off their stats. they're really not anything to write home about. They are axe-wielding units, so they are kind of dangerous against our lance-wielding heroes, but honestly at this point, our lance-wielding heroes, as far as the level we're at, we're about a level behind where I would really want to be. But I'm fine with where we're at. The only reason why I'm going to power level at all is because yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and show this off. Is because I want to make mithril weapons for everybody. And this is why I go for the arc halberd. Now it can break, so you want to be careful about that. In fact, one strategy is to make multiples, just so that you, if one breaks, you don't lose the ability to use it. But I'm not too worried about it, as long as I don't use it again after it breaks. Just have it repaired at any shop. It'll cost money, but it makes Dontaries a hell of a lot more useful. Is that I could have one-shotted any one of those guys that I could have hit with Dontaries at this point, or I could have taken all of them down to a single-digit amount of health. And I haven't even begun to start working on accessories. The small mithril can be crafted to accessories. There's one best accessory for a male and female class. The male is the Apollo pin. The female is the Artemis pin, I believe. So, yeah, those are kind of hard to come by. That will take a lot of me trying my damnedest to get the specific item by resetting and saving and resetting and saving once I get the items that I want. I don't think I'm going to go with Artemis pin and Apollo pin for all the characters. There are a couple of items that I feel will work better for certain characters than others, so I'm going to go for those. But in general, Artemis pin, yeah. And we get attack bonus. Do we get to see? Nope, we get to see Ice Arrow again. But Ice Arrow almost would have one-shotted him. Any of his other specials would have one-shotted him. And I'm not going to kill with... Well, I should have. I'm going to go ahead and show off Phoenix as well. It'll kill both of them, but you don't generally want to cast a summon on two characters. The summons act just like they did in Shining Force 2. They are single target spells for full effectiveness. And it would have done about 30 odd damage to a single bad guy, but it's splitting up the damage between two. And Dontaries views us as trusted. Fantastic. And you'll see it in the next video, but I'll go ahead and show it off here too, because that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to show off for this video, because this fight really is useless. I'm going to get the items that I mentioned that are findable in this fight off screen more than likely. And I said I'm gonna do a lot of this video off screen, because there's no point in showing a lot of it. And then I'm gonna be doing this fight probably about 10 times, and I'm not even joking about that. For the amount of money that I need and the desired XP that I want to try to get everyone to, because it's going to take a good number of fights for my reserve team to catch up, especially if I want to get Pin up to the level that everyone else is. I would love to get Pin up to that level. I'm not hopeful that that's actually going to happen. But you know, stranger things have happened. And way to be that guy. And yeah, I'm just gonna go all out for this fight. Yeah, there's no sense not. Just let everyone have it. One thing I probably should have paid attention to is making sure that Symbios has enough MP to actually cast Egress. Otherwise, I would be resetting. Dragon Snipe! Now, see, that one-shotted a current level opponent. What do you think would have happened? And everyone's just getting in with the power attacks, which is fine. It's fine. This needs to happen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a... I know there's a wyvern that pops up. Inspect this area. Donterius already has 4 items though, and I'll drop the healing potion for it. Or the healing drop. For the time being, I was hesitant on how I was going to do secondary weapons, but I should have enough mithril to make everyone a weapon that I want. I'm probably not going to make secondary weapons like tomahawks and spears, at least until the last battle, or until I get to the last town for the next blacksmith. They're not really useful, and there is another set of ruins coming up that I want to make sure that I get all of the treasure for, because it's all very important treasure. And I don't want to end up killing them like I did the last time. Oh, you are rat little bastards. Their dodge rate is way too high considering, no, we're equipping a real axe. Yeah, dodge that. Little rat bastard. She doesn't need to kill anybody. Yeah, one downside is that getting everyone to a specific level in this part is kind of a pain. I wanted to do that. Grace is a ways away. Obright, not too far. Sybil will level. Eldar and Khan will level soon. Horst and Noon will level soon. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. And that'll kill him. Because Hayward loves vengeance. You've poisoned me. I shoot you with thousands of little jagged pieces of ice. Alright. Just gonna move forward with Eldar. I could have swore there was a wyvern there. And yeah, I keep saying that we want sleep. Sleep is a vital part in getting a character for Scenario 3. And I will show that off when we get to that battle. But that is why I have not sold this wand. Or rod. Wand. This is... I always get them confused as to what's what. Antidote Hayward. And Hayward is no longer poisoned. And naturally, the red monk is the boss. And I can't get that treasure chest just... Oh, can I? I can. No, that's not the treasure chest. That's another item. Oh, no. And there's where the wyvern pops up. And the enemies are scripted. 3 of them will retreat to make it seem like there's more to this battle than there really is. There's not. There's nothing in this battle that's even remotely dangerous. Especially when I'm hitting for that amount of damage. These things really are just a joke. But you do kind of want to get the mithril weapons now. It's very worthwhile. And I can't hit him from there. So I'll hit him from here. And Obright's level 6. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to take out some of my real heavy hitters and just switch everyone in my reserve out. And have fun doing that. And I'm going to attack the wyvern with Sybil, or Eldar. And then I'll probably move Hayward in to help out, because Eldar's strong enough to where... And Dragon Snipe on a wyvern, the irony. And Hayward's level 7. Alright, yeah, I really need to tone Hayward down just a little bit. Alright, and this is probably where I'm going to go ahead and end this episode, because I mean, I'm at 22 minutes, I'm on Symbiosis' turn, you see what's happening. There will be Bloodborns that pop up, an infinite number of Bloodborns. One will spawn at that little, where the path goes off to the side there, and then I think one spawns over here. Not entirely sure, but I know Bloodborns spawn, and they will just spawn infinitely. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast Return, and I'm going to do a lot of grinding off screen. So I will see you all in the next installment, in which I will finish this battle, and you will get to see all of the changes that I've made. So yeah, till then, later everyone.